Meet the phonics, diagraphs. Chocolate chips. Chocolate chips. The chef schools chocolate chip machine can chop and chip a chocolate man. The chef said, chips are fun to chew. Crunch one chip or chomp a few. If you choose to munch a bunch, try to munch them after lunch. Check how many chips you take so you don't get a stomach ache. If you dip your finger in, check for chocolate your chin. The end. CK, backpack. Backpack. I plunk it from the block and tuck it in my sack. My pack is thick, so I chunk it on my back. I crack the rope quickly and I lock it with no slack. I swing like a rocket and I kick to stick on track. I crack the tricky code to unblock the rock. I duck as the spears attack me and run quickly to beat the clock. Click, it is unlocked. Now I get the rest. I can pack my pockets with my lucky treasure chest. The end. The ghost. I go so high, straight to light. I might look like I am in flight. I go through walls, go low or high. Enough of that, I rest and sigh. I'm rough and tough all day and night. Ugh, alright, I am not a fright. There are no ghosts, let's get that straight. I'm just a boy, I'm only 8. I take off my sheet at night and I laugh and laugh with all my might. The end. Jian Gun. The Gun had to eat his lunch. He liked to gown and gnash and crunch. He saw the clanny lion wake. Then the Gun walked to the lake. The Gun had not seen the sight. He backed up and all was fine. The Gun looked up in time and see. The gnat was gleaming on the tree. The Gun liked what he had found. The cleared branches was on the ground. The Gun glanced on the leaves he picks, and he gnashed on some sticks. The end. The night. The knight knocked upon the door with knuckles bent 1, 2, 3, 4. He turned the knob to go inside. He knew there was a place to hide. He had knocked the dragon to the ground, and he knew that he would be found. With his knife, he looked for the dragon to knock down the door. The dragon went by the knight with glee and got a band-aid for his knee. The end. Ding dong. I ring the bell and clang my spoon. Will they bring along my ice cream soon? They bring one scoop, but that is wrong. I'll like some more. I ring ding dong. Thank you, I sing, but one more thing. Bring along a scoop fit for a king. One more ring for one more thing to put on top for a zing. I ring it loud, I ring it strong. I clang my bell like it's a gong. I'm singing and laughing as I eat. Thank you for bringing along my treat. The end. The trophy. The trophy sits by the phone for this phase of the race. The photographer and his nephew take photos of the place. The pheasant looks at the graph to see who might win. The pheasant picks up the microphone to say that's begin. The dolphin races and the amphibians race too. The elephant has a drink and then he says, phew. The elephant passes in triumph, but he says with a laugh, if I win this race, you can have my autograph. They get to the end as one with triumph in their eyes. The gopher is there standing the trophy as his prize. The end. Cookie quest. I ask quick questions on a quest to find any quirky clues that he left behind. I see the open jar and question what I see. I quickly look at all the clues and what they mean to me. On my quest, I see a quaint little square. A quick look and I see a fingerprint is there. The crumbs squish as I walk, for they are on the floor. I quit walking to be quiet, but I have to go see more. It is quite a granary, and as I look for a clue, I see a quart of milk and look at this clue too. Now it is quite time for my quirky quest to end. I squat quietly and I have a cookie with my friend. The end. Shower time. As I shower in the day, I swish like a fish at play. I splish and splash, I slush and slosh. I wish I did not have us to wash. I push the shampoo here and there. I wash the shampoo from my hair. I shoot a dash onto my skin. I shave short whiskers from my chin. I brush and polish for a shining sheen. I shush and swish them fresh and clean. I blush with shock and shake with fright, and rush to push it shut so tight. Shh, the end. Catch, play catch. I like to watch hopscotch match. I see some kids as they play catch. She will stretch them, then she will pitch. He will catch them, they will switch. He will snatch and clutch the ball, and watch his steps so not to fall. If they do not stretch to catch it in the ditch, they will have to fetch and the thorn. In this thick bush, A thing fell in with a thud. I think that smooth ball fell into the mud. The thorn bush is hard for me to get through. I think there are other things that are in there too. I saw this thing fall from the sky. I think I can get that thick tail if I try. Ouch! My thumb throbs. Then I cry as I shut. 1, 2, then 3, and I pulled the thorn out. The third thing that I find there is a thirsty cat. The cat is so thankful. It was worth all of that. The end. The wheelbarrow. When I wheel from the wheat, I whistled while I go. When I see a white flower, I whisper, when will you glow? I can whip these wheels around while I whoop dirt to the ground. When I whisk the dirt to there, I make a whole mess everywhere. When I turn the wheel, I whisk to the lake. I tip the wheelbarrow while I give it a shake. When the pig whoops in, he whips and whacks his tail. He whirls in the mud just like a baby whale. The end. I write. I write and write and write all day. I write about a boy wrestling at play. When he wrestles, he wrinkles his shirt. He fixes a rack with a wrench and dirt. I write about a rat to hang on the door and wrapping pepper there on the floor. If I write a wrong word, I can throw it away. I write about places where I can write someday. After writing and writing, I go to bed. I rest my wrist and I write in my head. The end.